Direct from Citizen Kelly Tower in Chicago, it's the Citizen Kelly Show with William J. Kelly. And now, the king of controversy himself, Citizen Kelly.
Welcome, my fellow citizens, to the Citizen Kelly Show. I'm Citizen Kelly. Happy, thankful, full of love and enthusiasm, because the Citizen Kelly media empire is growing. We're back with the new season of the Citizen Kelly Show, right?
Yes.
And I'm so happy to say that even, we were playing the best of Citizen Kelly last week while we were in Davos, and we had better ratings than the Milo Shapiro show. Can you believe it? Well, I believe it. You know why? Because we're legit, not like these Milo Shapiro frauds. Do you know what I'm saying? People can tell the difference. They can totally tell the difference. It was like when you were watching that the State of the Union address with the President Trump. Remember that? And, you had the Republicans clapping for freedom, and then you had the Democrats. They were sitting there like, we hate freedom. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Trump's talking against government domination and control of people, and they're like,
no, the Democrats wouldn't even clap for like ending sex trafficking. What a bunch of unfathomable idiots is what I was going to say. Son of a gun. Anyway, I am truly happy, thankful, full of love and enthusiasm because I am the only graduate of the International Academy of Broadcast, Fashion, and Video Games that actually has a show on radio. Everybody else is working at Starbucks.
That's terrible.
Yeah, but who knows? Maybe the president of Starbucks is going to be the next president of the United States. So maybe they're going to have the last laugh after all. Ha ha. You know what I mean? Well, we're going to talk about 2020. We're going to talk about everything. We got breaking news on the border. We're coming up real soon. But right now, I want to talk about something that's personal. Okay? I know it's a national show. I know the affiliates get angry when I harp about Chicago. But I was born and raised on the south side of Chicago. And if not being able to pronounce south side of Chicago isn't proof of that, then I don't know what is. You know what I mean? Yeah. When you can't actually say south side of Chicago, maybe you were born on the south side of Chicago. I don't know why. I don't know what the connection is, but it's true. But I'm going to say something right now, and I am angry. I'm angry. I'm going to be honest. I got to be honest with my feelings. Otherwise, I keep it all pent up inside. So I got to be open and honest about my feelings, G-Law. Thank you for being here, G-Law.
You're welcome.
My attorney, G-Law. I don't go anywhere without my attorney, right?
Right.
Why would you do a radio show without an attorney? You know what I mean?
Right.
Look at that, Michael Flynn. Don't go anywhere without an attorney, for crying out loud. But you're obviously better than that Michael Cohen. Boy, oh boy, he turned out not to be a very good attorney.
No, he's a terrible attorney.
What a nitwit. Anyway, so speaking of nitwits, I heard that there's a TV show called Empire. I'm one of those guys that wants to make America great again. So I never even heard of this TV show called Empire until
I had heard about it, but I never watched it.
Yeah. Well, most people who want to make America great again never heard of Empire, okay? Quote unquote Empire, right? So apparently there's this guy named Jussie Smollett. Did I pronounce it correctly?
Smollett,
right? So anyway, Jussie Smollett, who I never heard of, this makes me angry. I'm going to laugh because, I have to laugh because I grew up on the south side of Chicago, so I always laugh whenever I'm angry. It's called a defense mechanism. You see what I'm saying?
I do.
So anyway, this Jussie Smollett, he says that he was in Chicago, right? At like 2 a.m. and a couple of white men wearing MAGA caps, right? How did they get all the way from Covington Catholic to Chicago? I don't know. But a couple of white men wearing MAGA caps attacked Jussie Smollett at 2 a.m. in the morning in South Side, no, in downtown Chicago, right?
Actually, they say they were wearing black hats.
Whatever.
But they also didn't like him, and they said this is MAGA country.
Yeah.
All this kind
So
of stuff.
anyway, this is like the most convoluted thing I've ever heard in my life because guess what? I'm from Chicago, so I know it's not MAGA country. So anyway, so this guy, Jussie Smollett, he says that he's attacked by two white men who scream, "This is MAGA country," which right there is, can I say, BS on the radio? Can I say that? You know, everybody else gets to say whatever they want. They get to lie through their teeth. Can I say BS? Can I, please? So anyway, so this Jussie Smollett says that a couple of white men said this is MAGA country, and then they poured bleach over his head at 2 a.m. in the polar vortex. And they threw a noose around his neck. You know, I'm not a detective, but I will say this. If anybody poured any liquid over your head in Chicago during a polar vortex, it would literally be frozen to your face for the rest of your life. What the heck? I'm not a detective. God help me. Oh, wait a second. Where's the punchline? Oh, no. So this isn't a joke. Oh, no. So this is real. So this Jussie Smollett actually said that happened? That's ridiculous. Totally ridiculous. I wish that there was a punchline. But you know what makes me sad? Because I'm from Chicago and I love Chicago with all of my heart, right? Born and raised. I was brought home from the hospital on St. Patrick's Day. Right? I was raised to believe that America was great. I was raised to believe that Chicago was even better. Okay? I don't like people saying things that aren't true about Chicago. I don't like people lying about Chicago. And you know what is going on here? In my opinion, allegedly, this guy is accusing Chicagoans of attacking him, a hate crime, a violent hate crime, right? Because if somebody violently attacked me, that would just be a crime. But if somebody attacks Jussie Smollett, that's a hate crime, right? Right? I've been violently attacked multiple times in Chicago. Multiple times. Starting with the first day that I walked to kindergarten. That is a true story, by the way. Okay? And they were wearing MAGA hats. No, they weren't. But anyway. I've been attacked multiple times in Chicago. And the police don't even investigate. You want to know why? Because that would raise the crime rate. Rahm wouldn't be happy.
Yeah, another statistic, another 10 murders, another
That's
50
the
murders,
truth.
another 30
That
murders,
is
another
the
80
God's
murders.
Truth, G-Law,
Yeah.
my attorney. Thank you. Okay? We got a couple of clips coming up to prove that I'm telling the truth. You got that? The police won't investigate violent assaults. I've been physically assaulted in Chicago, thrown down a flight of stairs, stitches. I got pictures to prove it, right? Fight for my life, tooth and nail, nose to nose, toe to toe, right? I don't care. I'm Citizen Kelly. I think the Citizen Kelly way, right? But here's the bottom line. This Jussie Smollett, his story doesn't add up. And yet the Chicago Police Department, they have to investigate. They are spending countless man hours, resources, investigating this story, giving Chicago a black eye. Yet 19 out of 20 murders in Chicago go unsolved. 19 out of 20 murders go unsolved. Can you let that sink in? Oh, you can't because you're too busy scrolling on Facebook? Okay, fine. I get it. You can't let that sink in. I get it. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's okay. I'm not going to worry about that. But you might be a little concerned because that means that 19 out of 20 murderers are walking the streets of Chicago. You would think that that might be important. But no, they're investigating Jussie Smollett.
And his paper cut under his eye.
Go ahead and play the clip of the Jussie Smollett video.
The mystery surrounding the alleged assault of Empire actor Jussie Smollett is growing. Last night, police released two men who had been detained for questioning earlier in the week. Carter Evans now has more on the unanswered questions that remain.
The two Nigerian brothers arrested in connection with the assault on Empire actor Jussie Smollett are no longer suspects. They're now cooperating with police. A source close to the investigation confirms to CBS News the brothers told detectives Smollett paid them to participate in the alleged attack on January 29th, and that they purchased a rope found around Smollett's neck at a nearby hardware store. The source says detectives have evidence to corroborate the sale, something the men's attorney alluded to Friday night.
New evidence that was brought to their attention. Obviously, I had it. Obviously, my clients had it.
Police say the two men identified as Ola and Abel Osundairo were captured on surveillance video when Smollett said he was attacked.
This is a hoax. Countless hours of Chicago police manpower and resources devoted to this hoax. This is giving Chicago a further black eye, not around Chicago or around the country, but around the world. I resent that. I'm a Chicagoan. I know that the affiliates around the country are like, hey, Citizen Kelly, we get it. You're from the south side of Chicago. No. This is personal. This is personal. Okay? And you might say, well, whoa. Why? What do you mean this is national? Play the clip from Colbert.
We have a media that's saying it's a debate whether or not what just happened to Jussie Smollett is a hate crime. It's absurd. This isn't a debate.
I agree.
Sorry, I'm like,
not at all.
I'm like really fired up tonight.
This is how you have to be fired up.
It feels impossible to not feel this way right
be
now
fired
with
up, yeah.
the president and the vice president, Mike Pence, who like wishes I couldn't be married. Let's just be clear. Connect the dots. This is what happens. If you are in a position of power and you hate people and you want to cause suffering to them, you go through the trouble. You spend your career trying to cause suffering. What do you think is going to happen? Kids are going to be abused, and they're going to kill themselves, and people are going to be beaten on the street.
Pure insanity.
I have traveled.
Pure insanity. They're talking about kids being beaten on the street. The godless flag-burning, baby-killing Democrats are killing babies that are born in New York and Virginia and everywhere else. They are either insane, which would require our full understanding, right? Or they're complete liars, which you would think would require our full objection, right? Pure insanity, no matter how you look at it. And somebody might say, Citizen Kelly, why are you so upset about this? It's a silly little thing that happened in Chicago. No, that was on the Stephen Colbert Show, where apparently half of the country gets their news. Half of the country gets their news from Stephen Colbert. Half of the country believes that Stephen Colbert is God. I thankfully grew up in another country. It was called the United States of America, where I grew up to believe that God was actually an all-powerful, spirit that was devoted to truth, goodness, excellence, and beauty. But of course, the Democrats, the godless flag-burning baby killers, apparently they think Stephen Colbert's God. And hear this Ellen Page, which it's like a modern-day prophet, like, I don't know, Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Muhammad, Buddha, I don't know. She says that Jussie Smollett that this is not even open for debate. Oh no, it's open for debate, let me tell you. And we are not going to stop until this hoax, in my opinion, allegedly, is exposed. I'm sorry. I have nothing to hide. I have nothing to be ashamed of. I'm going to stand up straight with the Citizen Kelly diamond ring, which is all I need. Right? I ain't going to put my money in no bank. Can't buy your way into heaven or out of hell. I'm going to spend it right here on the Citizen Kelly revolution to make sure that America is great, like our president says it should be. We'll be back with more Citizen Kelly after this.